We are on a mission, gentlemen, to find out the truth. D-Row yesterday called Aaron Judge the face of the game, and we all kind of said, okay, wait a minute. We need to decide if we're into it or if we are over it, and we're going to play that exact same game right now. And I'm coming at you with these. The Yankees are the clear-cut favorite to win the World Series. I know a few guys on a few teams would be turning this on going, huh? Into it or over it, Ron?
Into it. We don't even have to ask that question. That's how good they are. And it's not only their record right now. It's a lot of things. It's the way they've handled this COVID. I mean, it's the way their lineup sits. It's that Aaron Judge, even if you don't agree that he's the face of baseball, he is rocking and healthy and killing it. So it's they're the team.
Not even a question.
I am 100% into this right now. Just straight eyeball test, watching games every night. Their lineup's just so scary. If Stanton and Judge are healthy, it changes everything. The starters leave. I need Paxton to be better. I mean, 100%. But they cover it. They find a way to cover it.
Can I just play the opposite? Because every team that's won recently has 3 to 4 locks. The Dodgers starter ERA, 2.93. Yankees, 4.38. And that's the Dodgers with one Clayton Kershaw start, no Alex Wood, Price opting out. Look at the last 3 teams who have won. 3 to 4 locks, win days every time.
You're asking me right now.
Right now?
Right now.
You would rather, if you're a manager, you'd rather someone hand you the Yankees rotation and lineup over the Dodgers rotation and lineup.
No, just watch. I picked the Dodgers to win the World Series in this 60 games, but watching the two teams play nightly, I hate saying Aaron Judge, but when he's healthy, he's a dominator.
Think about it this way.
But does one player a game make?
You want me to keep going down this lineup?
How about you can look at it this way, Lauren? Haven't pitched yet, and they're crushing people.
So do they need a starter at the deadline then?
It wouldn't hurt, but I think
not if Paxton gets back.
If Paxton's good. Tanaka's going to be Tanaka. Happ can be better.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this next one.
Okay.
Chris Woodward said recently, we can pull up the quote, talking about Joey Gallo, he is by far the best player on the field. Every time he steps out there, everything he's doing right now is showing the rest of our team, like, jump on my back. I'm the best player in baseball. There may not be another more talented player in all of baseball. Realistically, I know Mike Trout is good.
Oh, whoa.
What? And Mookie Betts. These guys are pretty good players, but so is Joey with size, power, speed, and arm. He's got all of it.
Hold on. I got to call John Daniels. This is I mean, Chris. I know you're backing your players, but we're in the trust tree here. Keeping it real, I am over that. And I love Joey Gallo. Where was he in the top 100?
64th.
He is electric. He's awesome. And for the Texas Rangers, he is the best player on the field. But to put him in the Mookie Betts, Mike Trout conversation is no.
Ron.
Oh, well, maybe Chris played in New York for a while, so maybe that hyperbole came out, you know. So I don't know. I think, you know, Joey Gallo is a big version of a great player, but he's not in the same conversation yet. Now, last year he was on his way to having a monster year when he got hurt, and he can do a lot of things.
He really can.
But there's a lot of guys that can do a lot of things, and the guys that were mentioned, Betts and Trout, you should always leave those guys out of the conversation.
They're pretty good players.
Yeah.
I get it, though. Joey Gallo's played center field. Yeah. I mean, he is an athletic cat. Does a lot of things, and I praise Chris for having his players' backs, but that was
firm.
Does Gallo like it when he's reading that quote today? Does he like it?
I don't think Joey believes that.
Let's continue quoting managers and destroying their comments. David Bell, this from C. Trent Rosecrans on Twitter. David Bell on Joey Votto, he's one of the best hitters of all time. Are you into it?
All right.
Are you over it?
So when I first heard this comment, I was like, what? Because I played against Joey, so you don't view in that light. So I went back to my childhood, right? Who's the two of the best left-handed hitters of my childhood were Tony Gwynn and Wade Boggs. They were. So I was like, where does his numbers stack up? He stacks up right with them in a lot of categories, and he's actually slugged a little higher. I know it's a different game today, and he's played in maybe a better ballpark than Gwynn and Boggs played for left-handed hitters. But I'm kind of leaning towards I'm into it.
Which was not your initial reaction.
It wasn't my initial reaction. And I mean, he's not Mickey Mantle and those kind of players, but the metrics, the analytics support, he's had an amazing career.
Well, I think that's why I'm into it with a caveat, is that you can make an argument that he's one of the best hitters of all time, and you just label that. But I think more importantly, he's one of the best hitters of his time.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about a hitter that not only has put up huge numbers with all-time greats, but his numbers with the statistically driven analytic world make him a god.
Yeah.
Really do. So with a caveat.
Since he's come into the league, third in batting average behind Miguel Cabrera and Altuve, Trout is fourth. You said yesterday, D-Ro, that because of COVID, we're calling baseball games from all over the place. You said, you and Paul Severino called WBC games in your sweatpants into or over calling baseball games behind you.
I'm
sweatpants.
I
am over this.
No, I was into it. We would come in. There was no one here at like 4 in the morning. It was actually the Japan series where they take like the all-star team over to play against the Japanese teams, and we would call the games at 4 in the morning.
No on cameras?
No on cameras, and we literally, me and Paul, were drinking coffee in sweatpants.
No. You feel different. Feel different in sweatpants rather than a suit. Yes, Ron, agree with me, please.
Part of calling games is getting a little dressed up for it, like especially the postseason. You know, you go to the ballpark, you're there, you're feeling like it's a big moment, all that. I know WBC at 4 o'clock in the morning. Be a different call. Be a different call.
I agree with everything you guys always say, but the Yankees clear-cut favorite?
Right now.
Right now.
Clear-cut favorite. Dodgers turning it on going, really?
Hey, listen,
Bellinger hasn't gotten going yet.
I have Yankees, Dodgers.
Yes,
Dodgers winning.
Yeah, I have that too.
That's what I have.
Yeah.
I think they're the
Got mad at me for
they're the
trading
clear-cut
Lindor.
favorite in the
You're really
American
coming
League.
at me the last 48 hours.
We're just leading the Central. Let's just trade Francisco Lindor with 50 games to go. No big deal.
At the deadline.